Hello guys, my name is Max. I live in Chicago, Illinois with my daughter. Today I will share with you the most worst incident of my life. This incident in my life is 5 years ago, but it is still exciting in my mind. Whenever I remember it, my soul trembles and I hate my wife and my son. Not only my wife cheated on me, but my dearest son also cheated on me, whom I loved very much. He was the son of my wife who died 2 years ago. My wife's name was Anna and my son's name was Leo. My first wife's name was Sophia. We were very good friends and gradually started loving each other. I loved my wife very much. She was nothing less than a blessing in my life. She also loved me very much and cared a lot about me. All those moments spent with her were the most beautiful moments of my life. I had a love marriage with Sophia. We both studied together in college, and after finishing college, we got married. We realized we both loved each other. Then, without wasting time, we got married. Sophia belonged to a good family. I also belonged to a very good family. Our families were also very good friends of each other. My father and Sophia's father were childhood friends. Apart from this, both of them were business partners of each other. After marriage, Sophia and I spent a wonderful time together. We had 2 children, first a son and then a daughter. After they were born, our love grew even more. We raised them with love and trained them with all our heart. Sophia was a very good girl. She proved to be a good wife as well as a very good mother. But suddenly, Sophia fell very ill. When I took her to the doctor, it was found that she had cancer. After a year of continuous illness, Sophia would have died. I loved my wife very much, and the grief of her death was unbearable for me. Then one day, Anna came in my life. Anna was Sophia's stepsister and 10 years younger than her. Sophia's parents were divorced in her childhood. She lived with her father and her mother, married. I don't know she had any sister, but after the marriage, when her mother came to visit her one day, her little daughter Anna had just come with her. Then Anna and Sophia became friends. Sophia started to like her younger sister very much, and Anna often came to our house. Now she was quite young, but later she went to another city to study. Later, after the death of Sophia, Anna came to my house to condole for my wife, but by that time she was old enough to have completed her studies, so she came back to her mother's house. Anna became very good friends with my children. She started coming to my house every day and spent a lot of time with my children. Gradually, she took over my whole house. My children began to like her very much, and she took over the whole house as if she had replaced Sophia, and I was not worried about the children at all. I was calmly concentrating on my work. One day, Anna's mother said to me, "You should marry Anna, and you both will be able to live a good life." At first, I refused because I did not want to give Sophia's place to anyone, even after her death. But gradually, I started to like Anna. I felt like Sophia took care of me. She took care of me in the same way. Anna eased the pain of Sophia's absence very quickly. My children were also very happy with Anna, so I decided to marry her. One evening, when I came home from my work, I found out that my children were not at home, and I thought that this is the time I should talk to Anna and inform her of my intentions to marry her. I called her and without a long conversation asked her if she would marry me. Anna became completely silent after hearing my words and left my house without giving me any answer. I was worried that maybe she did not like me or she loves someone else. Many questions were coming in my mind, but I thought that tomorrow I will go to Anna and apologize for what I said. The next day, Anna came to my house as usual, like she used to come every day. There was no anger on her face as if she was angry with me, but rather a happy look on her face than before. I was thinking I will apologize to Anna as soon as I get a chance, which I did yesterday, but in the meantime, Anna came near me and told me that she is ready to marry me. I was hugged, or my heart felt very calm, and after a long time, I got some happiness. But I was afraid of another thing, that my children might not like Anna as their mother. They loved Anna, but I did not know if they would be able to replace their mother. Anna and I decided to talk to the kids together, but I was very happy to know that when we told our kids that Anna and I were getting married, they were happy to hear it. I realized that at that point, they might be liking Anna more than me. We wasted no time at all and got married the very next month in the presence of a few friends. But Anna's father did not like our marriage decision much. After her father realized that we both spent a glorious life, later he was happy with our marriage. Everything was going to be good. Anna took care of me as my children. She really loved them like Sophia. I was also going to love her very much. But one thing bothered me the most is that she always wanted a 69 from me, but I refused because I did not like it. There is no doubt that I loved her very much, but I hated this thing, and the reason I refused it. She used to keep quiet when I used to refuse her, but gradually she started to become stubborn and used to get angry with me for my refusal. I told her a lot that I did not like it, but she would not listen to me and started being stubborn. Gradually, we both started quarreling on this matter. I was very caring. I also loved her very much and fulfilled all her wishes, but there was only one reason for quarreling between us. It's her strange wish. Anna seemed very nice in every way, no evil, but when I denied her, she would get angry with me and would not talk to me for a long time. I believed in everything Anna said and tried my best to make her happy and fulfill her every wish. But it is not in my power to fulfill her stubbornness. Also, I hated the thing that she demanded from me. We used to figure about it often, but our love did not diminish because of it. She loved and carried me as before. I loved her just the way I was. As time went on, my kids were growing up. He was out of school and he moved to another city for college. He would come home during the holidays and Anna would spend time with him. When he would come home for the holidays, the time I spent with him was very beautiful for me. My son Leo was getting young, and when a father's son is growing young, it is a source of pride for him. Leo was my and Sophia's eldest son, and Sophia and I loved him very much. And I also loved him very much, not only for he is my son, because Sophia loved him. We also love our daughter too. She was still young and she lived with us. One day I had to go to another city for work. At first the work was only for a few days and I was expected to be back for a week. I had no heart at all to leave my children and Anna, but I was forced to go. The work was only for a week, so I would have done better if I had known in advance that my work was for a week. If it goes on for a few months, I would never go to another city to work. I had told Anna that my job was only for a week and I would be back after a week, but when I got there, I found out the job was not for a week but for several months. When I told Anna about this, she started crying. I must have been relieved to see that Anna loved me very much and could not bear to part from me. All the happiness in the world is on one side and this happiness is on the other. The happiness I got from Anna, I felt very lucky to have a girl who loved me so much after Sophia. Rather, I was starting to feel very lonely after Sophia. Anna came in my life and finished my loneliness and changed my grief into happiness. That time when I went to another city for work and Leo back home for spending the holidays, that time I was very sad. I would not be able to spend the holidays with my son, but I was very happy that Anna was there. Anna used to call me every day till a month after I left and we used to talk for hours. When she would talk to me, my tiredness from the day's work would disappear and I would feel relaxed. But later, Anna called me least. We became so far away, we did not talk to each other a lot. Whenever I asked Anna, "Why are you moving away from me and don't give me much time as before?" she would reply that today Leo has come home for vacation, so I am busy with him. I don't have time to call you and talk for hours. I used to hate this answer, but I would have shut up after hearing this. I was feeling my son was getting away from me even before. He used to call me a lot and talk to me a lot, always doubting me that I came to spend these holidays with you at home and he went to work, but everything was changing. He did not call me anymore, and if I called him, he did not talk to me much. I felt maybe now he has grown up, so he doesn't like spending time with me. After months passed and I got my work done, and I came back home after finishing work, Leo's vacations was over, and he went back to his college. I did not get to spend much time with Leo, and I regret it. When I came back home, I saw a lot of change in Anna. I was afraid maybe she has lost love for me, because before she used to love to spend time with me, but now she is not able to give me much time. Leo has changed too, but for that I was thinking he has grown up now, so maybe this is the reason for the change. But my daughter was exactly the same as she loved me like before. A very big change came in Anna that made me worried about her, and I was also happy about this change. After I came back, she never asked me for 69. I liked her change so much that I thought maybe she realized that I did not like it, so she changed her demand for me. But the reality was opposite and was scary. That changed my whole life. Time passed and Leo came back home for holidays again, but this time Anna's attitude towards Leo was very different. She was still loved him and took care of him same as before, but this time there's something different. I could not understand anything before. When Anna was taking care of my children, I felt like Sophia was with them, but this time things would be so different that I did not see a mother's love in Anna's love. Her love for my daughter was the same as before, but her love for Leo had changed. It's not the mother-son love between Anna and Leo, but I feel like a boy and a girl love each other, so I feel the same love between Leo and Anna. One night a very strange incident happened. Anna and I were sleeping in our bed when I suddenly opened my eyes and I did not see her in the bed. I came out of my room. I realized that there was another one in his room and they are both talking to each other. When I got closer, Anna came out of his room. I got worried and asked her, "What are you doing in the Leo's room at midnight?" She answered me, "Leo is not well. I'm here to see him." I did not believe Anna's words because till evening Leo was fine. I went to Leo's room and wanted to see him myself. Yes, he was laying on the bed when I put my hand on his forehead. Found out he really had a fever and his body temperature was high. I returned to my room and went to sleep. After a few days, it happened again. I was laying on the bed but still not sleeping. Someone knocked on the door of my room. Anna opened the door. There was Leo. She immediately went out of the room. She thought I was sleeping, but I wasn't. I tried to convince myself maybe Leo is feeling bad again today and he's calling Anna to give him some medicine, but no matter how much I convinced myself, I could not calm down. I felt something must be going wrong behind my back. When I saw she had been gone for a long time and she had not returned yet, my anxiety increased. I got up and left my room. I again went near Leo's room. A noise came from Leo's room and the door of the room was not locked. As soon as I opened the door's room, my eyes widened and the ground gave out under my feet. I saw my wife doing her favorite thing to my son. After seeing all this, I sat unconscious for a long time. I did not understand what I had seen and what I should do now. I started to hate both of them so much. For a moment I wanted to kill them both, but then I controlled myself. As soon as they found out I had found out about the whole affair and I had come to know their secret, they both started apologizing to me, but I hated both of them so much. Even if I wanted to, I could not forgive. When my wife realized I did not fulfill her evil desires, she used my son for her purpose. At this time, my son was 16 years old and my wife was 24. I could not imagine my wife would stoop so low as to use her own stepson to fulfill her desires. I kicked my son and my wife out of my house immediately at the mid of night, and I could not forgive myself to replace my beloved wife, Sophia, with the woman who cheated on me with my son. Anna must have apologized to me many times, but I hated her so much that I could not forgive her, even if I wanted to, and I divorced her. After divorcing her, she moved to her mother's house and even met me again. I only found out that 2 years after divorce, she married another guy. I hated Anna as much as I hated my son when I kicked him out of the house, and never saw him again. He is still living in a separate house after finishing his college. I don't dare to meet him, but I still worry about him because he is my son. Today my son also likes another girl and maybe married her after a few months, but after cheating by both of them, I cannot trust anyone. They are living their own lives happily, but even today, I have not been able to get out of grief, and I have never thought of marrying any girl again. My son also apologized to me many times, but I still could not forgive him. Now me and my daughter are living a quiet, happy life, and Sophia's love is